This is something I've always wanted to talk about. The art in these early Scooby-Doo episodes. By that, I mean either incredibly detailed items, or set decoration, or landscape shots. Hand-drawn artwork you'd think wouldn't be so detailed for spending sometimes under a second on screen. Literally look at this panning shot from Scooby-Doo and A Mummy 2. Establishing shot, and panning, and gone. A blink of an eye and you missed it. You might be familiar with some of these stills from TikTok or the like. By the way, follow me. But I wanted to do a more detailed look at the art from Season 1 before I start Season 2. It's important to remember that these are all hand-drawn. In addition, from what I can tell, they're not traced from real photos or copies of other art, although I would assume using reference photos. I believe these are original works. Let's start with the landscape shots first. Again, incredible time and effort went into these scenes, often for almost no screen time. However, shots like this from Which Witch is Which are what stick with people and provide the atmosphere for the episode. The shots, being so highly detailed, make a huge difference setting tone and mood. Let me give you an example. Here's a late 70s episode from the Scooby-Doo show. Brief establishing shot made up of mostly the same color, little detail, static frame, vague location. Now, let's look at Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Hassle in the Castle. Firstly, there's layers over the landscape shot, providing a more dimensional fog. The shot pans and zooms, high level of detail, and use of color, and gives you more setting information. For many reasons I'll get into at a later date, the later seasons don't look or feel the same as the early seasons. I believe these landscape shots are a major contributing factor to how these early seasons feel. So here's some of my favorite landscape stills. Now let's go through the set decoration pieces. The landscape shots are done that way for a specific reason, but these pieces I believe are done for the same purpose, but also an additional one. Like the landscape shots, these pieces add character and depth to a location, but also make it feel more real. Like people actually live in this universe and occupy these spaces. People come to Funland. People live in this house. So they add to the atmosphere of a location like the landscape shots do. The other reason I think these have so much detail is, well, because the artists get to show off their expertise. Not limited by standard setting or animation frames, they can flex their artistic muscle and show why they got the job in the first place. What further proves that is when the show is later produced on a much lower budget, the artists, who I would imagine are under much stricter time and money deadlines, still take the time to put these pieces in. So here's some of the great set dressing from Season 1. I hope you enjoy looking at classical art as much as I do. I plan to do another one of these for Season 2 in a few weeks' time. I'd like to leave you with this. These artists took a lot of pride in their work, and seemingly enjoyed what they did. They put love and care into their job that you really only see in children's television. Next time you catch one of these episodes, take the time to reflect on how much work went into it. Appreciate that this show looks like it does. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.